Exercise is one of the best things that you can do for yourself right now to improve not only the quality of your life, but also your outcome in life. But I'm not here to talk about the basic benefits of exercise. I think everybody knows the benefits by now. What I am here to talk about is how exercise is particularly beneficial for those of you who are in recovery from addiction, whether it's from substances, alcohol, or behavioral addiction. So in this video, I want to talk about 2 reasons why you need to adopt exercise if you're recovering from addiction. So I'm going to get into it really quickly. The 2 key reasons why you need exercise in your life if you want a successful outcome in recovery is because, first of all, exercise is a habit, and addiction is also a habit, and the only way to overcome a habit is not to extinguish the habit, but is to replace the habit. So by adopting exercise, you're incorporating a new habit into your life that displaces your old habit. And the benefits of this are that you can quell your cravings for your prior substances or addictions or alcohol with exercise. So every time you get the trigger or a cue that urges you to go and use substances or to watch pornography or to drink alcohol, you can replace that by going outside and doing a quick sprint, or dropping to the floor and doing 25 push-ups, doing a quick bout of high-intensity interval training, running up and down a flight of stairs 10, 15, 20 times, whatever you can do to get your heart rate up and to get yourself sweating. I just finished an intense workout myself. I did a nice run and then a little bit of weight training and calisthenics, and I feel great. I feel amazing. And that's I wouldn't be as successful as I am in recovery, which is near 18 months of sobriety, without incorporating a daily exercise routine and regimen. It keeps me stable, it keeps me motivated, it makes me feel good, it regulates my mood, and it just gives me such an elated feeling and stimulation that I don't need anything else. I don't need any external substances or alcohol to feel good anymore. I just need my body and elevating my heart rate. So the second reason why you need exercise in your life for a successful recovery from addiction is because of neuroplasticity. And I say this in relation to stimulant addiction in particular. Stimulant addiction, whether it's alcohol or cocaine or even methamphetamines, these drugs and alcohol kill your brain cells and they weaken neural connectivity in the brain. So they weaken the connectivity between different brain regions, and that results in diminished brain function, memory problems. It can lead to amnesia, wet brain in alcohol use cases. So let's look at plasticity and what plasticity is. So plasticity is the adaptability of the brain, so the ability of your brain to change and form new neural connections. So there's 3 aspects to neuroplasticity. Neurogenesis, which is the growth of new neurons or brain cells. There's neural strengthening, so strengthening of already established neural connections and neural networks. And then there's pruning, which is the removal of wasteful neural connections in the brain, which also makes your previous neural connections stronger and healthier by cutting out the inefficient connections. So why is exercise important? Because exercise is the basis of neuroplasticity. So the 3 functions of neuroplasticity are this: chemical, structural, and functional. Exercise impacts neuroplasticity on the chemical level. So the base level of neuroplasticity is chemical rewiring. The chemicals in our brain, neurochemicals or neurotransmitters, aka neuromodulators, prime neural pathways in the brain with these chemicals, which will form new connections between different brain regions. So they create new neural networks in the brains and increase neural connectivity. This is the beginning stage of neuroplasticity, which leads to structural change. So exercise induces a neurochemical bath. It releases dopamine, serotonin, epinephrine, adrenaline, all these different neurotransmitters that stimulate neurochemical activity in the brain, which leads to structural change. And after time, after repetition and consistency, these structural changes in the brain lead to functional changes in real life. So the functional changes will be your ability to learn new things, to adopt new skills, to learn an instrument, to learn a language, to learn a new subject field. So you're adding new functions to your body. Maybe you're learning cooking. Maybe it's a new, I don't know, it's a new skill. It's a new way of doing something. You're able to add to your repertoire of knowledge and your ability. So that's a functional change. And we could see this especially in stroke patients who regain functional ability through the rewiring of brain networks, or the rewiring of neural networks in the brain, which leads to reacquiring functionality of the body and habits and routines and skills and abilities that were once damaged through the stroke. So we can look at damage from alcohol and substance abuse in a similar way. If alcohol and substances damage the brain, then it would figure that neuroplasticity is one of the most important, if not the most important thing that a recovering addict or a recovering alcoholic should be focusing on. And this is why exercise should be integral and the foundation of a recovery program, because it's not enough to just focus on the mental aspects or the emotional aspects. We have to focus on the physical aspects and the physiology of our nature, of our being too. We need an integrative approach in addiction and recovery. So to recap really quickly, exercise is the most important thing you can do, whether you're in addiction recovery or not. But in particular, if you are recovering from drugs and alcohol or behavioral addictions, and you've suffered some brain damage or weakened connectivity in the brain due to abuse of substances, neuroplasticity is crucial to your recovery and your growth. And exercise is what stimulates neuroplasticity. It gives your brain a neurochemical bath, and that will lead to structural and functional change in your brain and your body, and will improve your outcome in recovery. So I hope this video finds you well. Leave me a comment down below if you agree with me or disagree. Like and subscribe, and check out this video for more.